In the beginning, there was space, a lot of it, and in the middle of the space sat a dot, a small dot, a dot so small in fact that it almost couldn't be measured. One reason for this is there was no one around to measure it. It was a moment of singularity, a moment before the end, the beginning. As it was at the end, so too shall it be at the beginning. This dot undulated, expanded, and collapsed. All seemed well in the universe. Yet, it was not whole. All the energy and matter, as it would be in space, was in this dot, except for a few grains of dust which floated about limitless space. Where this dust came from is not as important as the fact that it was there at all. So don't question what you don't understand, and I won't question what you don't understand. The universe was otherwise empty.
A couple of things must be said about the massively huge, fantastically infinite universe. First, the infinite universe isn't, and second, the universe by its very nature cannot exist. Both points can be demonstrated thusly. If you wish to find the center of the universe, all you need do is look no further than where you are at this precise moment. If the universe is infinite, this would cause no problem. However, the problem arises when we bring into play the questionable existence of the said, heretofore known as alleged universe. That simply being, if, for instance, you are at the center of the alleged universe and the alleged universe is infinite, then all points must be the center of the alleged universe. That means you share the center of the universe with Mrs. Georgette Elderbridge of 109 South Strasburg Street somewhere on Earth. But wait, you exclaim sharply, if I'm at the center of the alleged universe and Mrs. Georgette Elderbridge is at the center of the alleged universe, and say she lives on a planet 876,348 billion light years away, there is no way in hell I can be at the center of the alleged universe. You, of course, are right. Therefore, we have to conclude that there is no actual center of the alleged universe, and if there is no center, there can be nothing surrounding it. Therefore, it cannot exist. But, you might argue, a donut has no center, but it damn sure has something surrounding it. Are you trying to tell me my breakfast didn't exist? No, I must return to the earlier points. If I am at the center of the alleged universe and you are at the center of the alleged universe, there must either be two centers or no actual center of the alleged universe. And if there is no center, there can be nothing surrounding it. Therefore, it cannot exist. What does this have to do with your donut? There is only one center to your donut. It is infinite. Now about that donut that you're so fond of, does a hole at the center of your donut exist? No. For what is in a hole, if nothing? The hole is full of air, you might say, defending the honor of your donut. Wrong. A hole must contain nothing. If the hole is full of anything, even air, it's not much of a hole, is it? What if, you persist, a vacuum exists at the center of my donut? Well, this is obviously a puerile attempt to catch me at my own wisdom. In this instance, I will simply ask you, have you ever been sucked into the center of a donut? Most probably not. So you see, the alleged universe, much like the center of your donut, does not, nor cannot exist. As for the universe being infinite, this is so simple I'm surprised you didn't think of it yourself. All the matter in space is contained in the universe. Therein lies the greater truth. If all the matter in space is contained in the universe, then the universe must therefore be a container. And if it is a container, there must be something outside that container, or it's not much of a container, is it? Because, by definition, a container must contain something. That is to say, that a container must keep something inside from leaking out. If there is nothing outside, then it's a pretty damn useless container. If there is something outside the universe, then the universe ends at the edge of the container, and it can't be infinite. Also, if the universe is therefore a container, then it also must have just one center, and if there is only one center, it can't be infinite, because logically, an infinite-sized anything would have to have an infinite number of centers. If we speculate that because it is infinite, there is no actual center, because infinite items would not or could not have a center, then we have to return to the point that if there is no center, there can be nothing surrounding it. And if there is nothing surrounding it, it cannot exist. Therefore, the infinite universe isn't really infinite. It's just really big, if it exists at all, which I doubt.